Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have Dewar's 12-year aged, obviously 12 years. Dewar's was founded in 1846. This is 80 proof. I think the 12 years back in the 30s and 40s was 90 proof. But anyway, it is now a Bacardi Ltd brand. So yes, it's still family owned, but it's not owned by the Bacardi family. It's not owned by the Dewar's family anymore. It's owned by the Bacardi family. Now we have another family-owned whiskey, Clan MacGregor, introduced in 1934, aged 3 years. These are both 40% alcohol, by the way. But this is not owned by the MacGregor clan. This is owned by the Grant's clan, the William Grant and Sons family. So nice shaped bottle. This is bottled in New Jersey, of all things. Then there's a big essay on the back. 100% Scotch whiskies, distilled, aged, and blended in Scotland. It goes on and on. Bottled in Edison, New Jersey. Now, a blend of our finest malt and grain whiskeys, and probably mostly grain whiskeys. This usually runs about $9.99 or $10.99, but Walmart was closing out this set. I like the green label. Walmart, a green bottle. Walmart was closing out the 750s. They still sell this in the 1,750. But they wanted to get rid of it, so they had it for $5. Well, okay, so now I got 2 full bottles. Well, this one's 80% full, 85% full. I mean, for $5, I wasn't passing it up. Now you say the Dewar's, that's $48.99 at Total Wine and More. $48.99 Total Wine and More. I know I checked. But we got it. I saw David had his bottle out yesterday. We bought it for $14.99 at Mathern's. So we got a $34 discount. How that happened, I do not know. They had it in a discount basket. We bought it. Okay. Metal cap cover. Foil cap cover with the 3 D's, interlocked D's. Dewar, Dewar, and Dewar. John Jr., and Thomas. All right, so D12. It's got a built-in pour. It's going to come out fast. Got to watch it. You can hear it. Okay. It's got a gripper on the back. Not a handle, but you can grab it. The Dewar's 3-year age, the white label has a handle. This one is called the Ancestor. Dewar's 12, the Ancestor. Clan MacGregor. Metal cap. It's got the lion. And I ain't lying. Lion's wearing a crown. Royal is my race. It says, Royal is my race. Okay. Well, it is from the Kingdom of Scotland. A kingdom. Whereas I live in Louisiana, a republic. But anyway. All right. Poured a little too much of the Clan MacGregor, which I thought it was coming out slower, but wrongo. Now there's the 3 D's on the plastic cap too. But the foil cover is nice looking, so I'm gonna keep it. It's kind of pretty. So you would assume, like I would assume, right, that a 12-year aged blended Scotch is going to whip up on a 3-year age, right? They're both 40% alcohol, so that won't matter. But I mean, you know, is a $48, a $49 bottle of whiskey going to lose to a, well, let's check on, let's check on Total Wine and More and see if they got Clan MacGregor. I don't recall seeing it there. Cheers, Ron says Dr. Frosty Brew. Cheers back to you at this early morning hour. Come on, Total Wine. Always a slow upload. I don't know what's the deal with their website. Drives you crazy. Commander Jones Spice Rum. Trying to make it look like Captain Morgan. Their knockoff brands are so obvious, you know. Total Wine and More is a kick. They got all these brands and they're so obviously private label, but they're trying to make them look like they're not. Albertsons does the same thing. Clan MacGregor. There's a handle bottle, $1,750 for $17, $16.99. Oh boy. A $32 difference with the same size bottle. They're only selling in the big boy bottle. They're showing the old label. Oh, is it going to be $32 better? Now that's the question, you see, because yesterday morning, yeah, okay, it was better than the William Grant, the Grant's Triple Wood. It was better. Although the Grant's Triple Wood was better than I had. Now this is much darker, so we know that. I always noticed that the Clan MacGregor is very pale, and the Dewar's 12 is much darker. Been in the wood 12 years, whereas the Clan MacGregor was in oak for only 3. But I really couldn't say that, you know, I wasn't really sure that the Dewar's 12-year was $16 better than the Grant's. I mean, $16, I don't know about that. Now, is it going to be $32 better? I mean, we're talking $32. Now you say, yeah, but it's a way better product. We're about to find out. Drewski says, I used to get Clan MacGregor $5 a pint. A pint? A pint? You mean a fifth? Okay. Can't look down because if I see which one's darker, I'll know. I gotta keep my eyes closed. Sorry, not doing that to disrespect y'all. That's very, very pale cereal grain and barley dough, bread dough. And my friend David was saying yesterday, beer does not smell like bread. He was getting like all agitated, and I was saying, yes, it does. Bread's made from cereal grains. Beer is made from cereal grains. Whiskey's made from cereal grains. And he was just like, well, I don't smell bread. I said, well, I do. And it tastes like it too. So it was a big argument. I mean, we had fun doing the reviews. People will say, man, y'all have a lot of tension in your reviews. Y'all must not get along too well. That's only in the review. We usually get along outside of that. But I mean, you know, we're not going to just say, oh yeah, we're so happy and we're going to agree on everything. And oh, this beer is wonderful. And this one's pretty nice. And that one's not too good. No, it's like you say what you want to say and I'll say what I want to say. And if we don't agree, we'll talk. That's the way it goes. This one has an intense, robust, bold, and heavier nose. And one of our off the air, this person does not appear on camera at this time and maybe never. She was saying, it smells sweet. Can you smell sweetness? I don't guess you can, but to her, that Mike's Hard Mango smelled sweet. it's that intense mango flavor that was given it that, and it tasted super sweet and sugary. And they were like, ooh, and they dumped it out. I was like, wow, I didn't buy this can to be dumped. So 2/3 of the can were dumped down the drain. Okay. I could have drank it myself, but I wanted them to do the taste challenge. You won't see me dumping beer too much. I did dump out the 2 Jaguars malt liquors because that was after the hurricane. We had no electricity for a week, and I could never get it cold enough in the ice chest with the ice. It's just like I could never get it. That Jaguar was so bad that you had to get it below freezing, really below freezing, to be able to stomach it. But I could only get it really cold and not too cold. So I just like, oh, I can't. And then the Boxer Lager, I had 2 cans of that left. I was like, I can't drink this stuff. This is nasty. And the only way I can mask the aroma the odor is to get it deep cold. And I couldn't. Oh, well. But I mean, the Mike's Hard Mike's Hard mango is much, much better than those 2 products I just described, and not worthy of a drain pour by any stretch. And I was trying to tell them, I said, you know what a mango is? You ever eat a mango? That thing is so succulently juicy and sugary sweet. That's what it is. Not to mention kind of slimy, like, oh, well. So on aroma, now, where's the other glass? Oh, so on aroma, I think that's the 12, and that's the MacGregor. It's got to be Clan MacGregor. I'm going to check without even tasting it. It is. Haha. It's just, you could tell it's so light. Hi, Ronaroo. I pick up bready notes all the time in beers. See? 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 But other people will just say, no, no, no. We got an argument yesterday over the whiskey. He wanted me to try Nelson's Greenbrier Nelson Sour Mash Whiskey from Tennessee. It didn't say straight whiskey, so I assumed it was aged in used barrels. But no, I checked the website. They say fresh barrels, never before used charred oak barrels. I say, oh, well. But I don't know why they wouldn't list it as straight whiskey. And it had no age statement. So I knew it was at least 4 years old. And then my friend David said, no, it's only aged 2 years, only 2 years. I said, well, if it's only aged 2 years, it has to have an age statement on the label. It must be stated. And he said, I read it on the website. I'm telling you. Well, I checked the website this morning. I went through it in detail. They had no age listed anywhere on that website. No age statement of any sort. So, you know, there you go. I'm not a know-it-all, and I don't claim to know it all, but I'm going to check stuff. There's no doubt. I'm going to definitely check sources and all. Y'all know that. You know that's going to happen. I get toast, crackers, bread, mostly in the malts. Yeah. Right. And I'm getting that here. Light white bread, cereal grain, like a box of cereal type thing. They looked at me crazy when I said that yesterday, a box of cereal. I said, but you know, like not sweetened cereal, but unsweetened, like grape nuts or something like that. You know, it's just cereal grain because that's what these whiskeys are. This one's mild and mellow. Now, is it refined and demure and smoky or it is kind of demure, but is it because it's so like faint? This is nice. Okay, if you want to buy a cheap Scotch whiskey, Clan MacGregor is probably the way to go. I'm serious. Okay, $16.99 and you get a huge bottle. I mean, does Total Wine have cheaper ones than that? I think so. Now, I don't know if they might be horrendously bad, ghastly, horrible. They got one at CVS Pharmacy. Last time I was over there, it was $11.99. Had plaid on the label, you know, talking about Grand Legacy blended Scotch. Oh, so fabulous. I'm like, uh-huh. You know it's from Sazerac. You could tell. Was thinking of trying Famous Grouse whiskey. Have you ever tried it? Zach Worm said, no. I've seen it around, though, you see. And the Dimple Pinch, Hague Club Pinch. I've seen, there's so many, you know, you just can't, like I was saying, you can't ever go up. All I'm doing is trying every intro, you know, every flagship brand. That's all I'm trying. Everybody's flagship. I'm just going horizontal. You notice that? This entry-level whiskey, this entry-level whiskey, this entry. I'm never climbing the ladder because I'm trying to cover all the, I say I want to cover all the main brands. But there's like, it looked like there's 35 main brands. So how do you cover all of it? Famous Grouse, Dimple Pinch. You know what I'm saying? It goes on and on. There's a little bread though. It's kind of stinging. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's kind of stings in the mouth, and excuse my nose itch well as hair. It's like a grain alcohol, grain spirit sting, which to me is not necessarily indicative of high quality. But well, throw Kessler in there to rock the boat. That's another example because you're trying to cover all the mainline American blended whiskeys. Well, Kessler is part of that, so it just keeps going. Except in that case, there's really no upper level. You know what I'm saying? It's all horizontal. Yeah, there are a few specialty blended American whiskeys like Rebecca Creek and all of this, but they're very expensive. There's one from France called Bastille, 1789. I was like, I'm not paying that kind of money for that. All right, but I have no experience with French blended whiskey. All right, Dewar's 12. All right. Yes, it does have smoke. That's without argument. There's definitely some Isla whiskey in here. All right. There's smokiness. It isn't heavy, but it's there. Clearly present. Peatiness, minimal. Some grain alcohol, like cereal grain, but it's not so profound or overt or offensive. And then there's the honey top sour leaf bread and like that. Okay, so it's pretty well developed. I still think Kessler is the best bang for the buck. Well, it's certainly one of the best bangs. If I went to Dorgnax, they have the Kessler for the same price as the Beams 8-star. Well, it's coming from the same people. So it's like, take your pick. But the Kessler is older. I think it's aged 3 years. And the Beams 8-star is only aged 2 years. Can you believe it? 2 years. And it's not as rough as you think it would be. That's really nice. The more I'm sipping on the Dewar's 12, I'm starting to like it more. You know, I got it at an A-, but it's starting to climb, starting to climb, starting to climb, starting to climb. So it may move up to A. It's nice. I don't know about $48.99. Clan MacGregor. Got that little sting. It's got that sting from the grain spirit. So it's got the sting. That's not a benefit. That's not an attribute. That's a detriment. So you got to dock it way down for that. It's not designed to be a sipper anyway. Although their website's bragging on it about how it's like baked apples and cinnamon and spice and everything nice. And they go on and on, all this elaborate description of it. I put the link below. Go to the section that says taste, the taste. And then they give a list of all the countries it's exported to. But it's like, wait a minute. You telling me this thing is that complex? I didn't believe that then when I first tried it, and I don't believe it now. It's fine. Would I pay $9.99 for it? Yes, I did pay $9.79 when I bought the first 2 bottles at Walmart. I gave one to my daughter. I think she still got 90% of it left. I don't understand that. And then for myself, and then when they had the closeout, I got the other 2 bottles for $5. So I've actually bought 4 bottles of it. And in all of that, I've paid 18 and 10 is 28. 20. I paid just over $30 for 4 bottles. It's pretty cheap, isn't it? $40, sorry. Just over $40. It's worth it, but for $5 on a closeout, yeah, who wouldn't buy it? Well, you say a lot of people wouldn't buy it because they have good taste and they want quality. Okay, yeah, it could be true. Yeah, I guess it's worth $32 more. Honestly, I'm not. My job is not to go to bat for these budget brands. So yeah, all right. You could pay $16.99 and get Clan MacGregor. It's all right. It's even good in some ways. But then you could pay $32 more and get something really quality. So you may as well go to get the Dewar's 12-year. If you can get it for $14.99 like I did. I like Gentleman's Jack a bit too. Gentleman Jack. I tasted a little bitty 1 ounce. They're so generous at Jack Daniels, they give you a 1 ounce sip. It's like, wow, it takes a long time to sip it. And I thought, yeah, okay. But I haven't gotten to it, like I said, because I keep going, like all the bourbons, I'm going side to side. I can't climb. Every time I try to climb up, go vertical, I get a sideline with another horizontal push because I keep finding all these deals, like the Jim Beam Black. But I found Jim Beam 8-year, the old bottle, a handle, 8-year age before they reformatted it as a no age statement, just the black. So it ain't 8 years. It's maybe 6. It's a blend of different ages. But $32.95, that's a good deal. So I found Jesse James bourbon for $7.99 a liter. $7.99 is like incredibly cheaper than normal. So it's just like you can't get out the trap. You know what I mean? No, I mean, ever thought to move on to rum? Of course I thought to move on to rum. I have a number of rum videos, many rum videos, Beerhound. You must have missed that. I have done so many rums, so many clear, silver, white rums, so many golden rums, añejo, black ones, like the Myers's and the fabulous Bacardi and all that. So I have a rum coming up after this. When I'm finished with the Scotch, it's on to brandy. I got Delacour brandy, and then I got the what you call that down there in the Virgin Islands. Their Blackstrap Estate Diamond Collection. Blackstrap. When I tell you the price I got it for, you won't believe it. Cruzan, I'm talking about Cruzan. Rum is so crazy. Rum is so crazy and so good. Now, my friend David's like, it's too sugary. I can't stand it. I said, well, good reason not to drink it, I would imagine. I like it. I like molasses and I like cane sugar and all of that. So, yeah, I have a lot of interesting rums coming up. I just bought a rum last week. Week before last, I bought no, it was last week. What am I saying? Last week I bought a rum. It was Don Q Silver. Don Q, a famous rum, Don Quixote, a famous rum from Puerto Rico. They had it on sale, a handle bottle now. They had it on sale at DoorDash for $14.99. $14.99. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. I'm not clowning. Then they had the gold for the same price, but I say, well, I need to be careful. I don't need so many. I still got that Major Laser from Bacardi coming up. Gold rum, Major Laser. My whole house is going to collapse from weight from liquor bottles, I think. So I say, well, I'll just wait. Maybe in a year they'll still have it for $14.99. Don Q. I doubt it, but they might. YouTube keeps not sending me notifications saying you're live. Look, let me tell you something. They got major problems, glitches. I can tell you that right now. I got people telling me, well, golly, why you waited 8 years to answer my comment? I said, I didn't wait 8 years to answer your comment. Your comment was not shown to me until 8 years after you made the comment. All right. That's a sign right there that something's wrong. I can answer every comment today. All right. A week later, it'll list all these comments from today as though I never answered them. It'll say a week ago. I know I answered them. I remember what the people said. I said, oh, yeah. I'm like, I'm not going to keep answering these comments again and again. I know the people saw them. You know, the reply. So I try to answer everybody's comments. Unlike some beer reviewers, and you know who I'm talking about, they don't have time for their viewers. They're too much of a big timer, and they're not about to lower themselves to answer, you know, the little people's comments. And if they do answer it, it's a blow off comment like, yeah, thanks, bye. And, you know, it's like, get lost. I try to make good, developed comment replies, but I can't answer your comment if they don't show it to me for 8 years. Then I got to wait 8 years. I have all notifications on too. Yeah, I don't understand it. Finally aged comments. Right, they're aged. All right, so end of the story. We're going on to watch the news with the total breakdown in Afghanistan. It's like 1975 all over again. But that's a lesson. Imperialism does not pay. Imperialism does not pay. It does not pay. All right, Dewar's 12 is the clear and present winner. And then tomorrow we're going up against we're starting a bunch of Sazerac brands. Cheap products. Oh, so very cheap. I guess they're all going to get killed. Thanks for watching this video production. It's cool you respond to every comment. I wish more people did that. I wish they would too. They're not trying to build a community. They're trying to sell t-shirts and get you to pay them on Patreon. I don't know why you would do that. Thanks.